Did I not talk about this movie? I guess I didn't. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today, or tonight, we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And it's a retro review time. 4 years? Is that enough to be retro? Okay, sure. Not even 4 years, more like 3 years and a month. Okay. Um, and it's the first of two reviews tonight. And that movie is movies and TV is what we do here. Soul. Soul is directed by Pete Docter and Kemp Powers, and this is a Pixar film. It was released in 2020, but it never got a theatrical release. It went straight to Disney Plus. It is playing nationwide in theaters this weekend as part of a series of films that went straight to Disney Plus that are getting a second shot at theatrical distribution. Next up being Turning Red, which we talked about here, and Luca, which we talked about here. So Soul, I saw it on the big screen today. Let's talk about it. So Soul centers on Joe Gardner. He is voiced by Jamie Foxx. And he is a music teacher teaching jazz to his class. And he wants nothing more to not be a teacher anymore and to get a job playing in a band run by the coolest band leader in the entire town that he's in. He gets a call from a former student who might have a position for him, but then wouldn't you know it, distracted, not looking where to go, he falls down a manhole cover, an open manhole rather, not even a cover. He falls into the cover. Ugh. Words, Grant, they're hard. He falls into a manhole, and he finds himself in a hospital bed, and his soul has gone on to a mysterious realm called the Great Before, a beautiful sort of stairway into the sky, and he soon finds his chance to get back in his body again when he befriends the biggest screw-up among the souls within this world, a soul by the name of 22, voiced by Tina Fey, and goes on an odyssey to return to his body and to find his purpose. Let the emotion and the laughs begin. So Soul is one of the best Pixar movies. And it was on my best of list in 2020. There is a video for that on here. A shorter version of the one I did in this channel's infancy on Instagram. It's on my list. And Soul is a movie that kind of, along with Luca and Turning Red, kind of got lost in the shuffle. And watching it on the big screen and kind of revisiting it 4 years later on the big screen, you can really appreciate the beauty of the animation. And it's kind of a bummer. It feels right that this movie is coming out in theaters right now. It just feels there's not a lot going on cinema-wise unless your movie is called Mean Girls. It's the time. So, yeah, put these out. And so I'm really glad this is back in theaters. You can really appreciate the animation. The world of the souls is just gorgeous. It really is. But the world of the humans is good too. It's New York that this is set in. I believe maybe Harlem, not entirely sure. I saw this earlier today, but there was a whole other very emotionally taxing movie I saw right after. So forgive me for not momentarily having a bit of a brain fart. And the humans have never looked better in a Pixar movie. There's sort of a grit to the environment and to the character design that feels almost photoreal. The way that it's put together, like the Pixar animation has never, even in the worst Pixar movies, Elemental. What? The animation has never been the problem. Their animation is always beautiful and top-notch. And here, you really feel the detail, but like any great Pixar, it's only a pretty package if the package is pretty and that's it. What makes Soul great is that it's a Pete Docter film too. And keep in mind, Pete Docter also gave us Up, Monsters Inc., and Inside Out. And so he knows how to get at what the emotional depth of these kind of movies need to have. He really understands the human beings, Pete Docter in particular, in a way that really, he gets it. He understands. It's hard to describe, but the indescribable about what it means to be human. And there's a moment in this movie where one of the characters is having an emotional crisis, and it's done as this almost sinister swirl, monstrous swirl of negative feelings. And Joe goes inside of it, and you hear the person talking about self-hating. Like talking about themselves in a negative light and him trying to overcome it. And it hits really hard. There's a speech that a character makes about a fish trying to get to the ocean that I think is one of the all-time great animated film bits of dialogue ever. I'm serious about that. I think it is a great parable. And overall, Soul is it is an easy, quick-paced movie. What kind of was amazing, though, watching it again without the pale of the pandemic and the fact that I was watching it on my TV really emphasizes Soul also is pretty funny. Like, consistently, for large stretches, is very, very, very funny. And it's funny in inventive ways. Like, there's a montage about the various people that 22 was supposed to sort of mentor, these other souls of these famous figures like Muhammad Ali and Mother Teresa, where these people who are all about like compassion and like trying to find inner peace, and they're like losing their mind because they have to be with someone who is kind of wrecking everything. And it's funny, like especially the Mother Teresa bit where it's like everyone is deserving of love and kindness, and then she does something stupid, and then Mother Teresa's like, except you. I don't like you. And I was like, it's funny. It's great. I love it. Just incredibly imaginative and wonderful. If you haven't seen Soul, and there are a couple people in my audience, I ran into someone. Well, actually, my entire audience was people I know that I've run into frequently, and one of them had never seen it and said that she loved it. So there you go. Soul is terrific. I love it. If you haven't seen Soul yet, what are you waiting for? Go see it while it's in theaters. I think it's only going to be out for a couple weeks. It's like a limited engagement. Go see Soul on the big screen. And I'm going to give Soul, yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars plus. This is a great film. I love this movie. It's imaginative. Come on, Pete Docter. I know Inside Out is unnecessary, but please make it happen, buddy. Please. We're all counting on you to bring balance to the force, please. Dear God, please. All right. But yeah, that's it. Soul, 5 out of 5 stars plus. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. That's for the other movie. That's from the movie from the other day. All right. The Garfield movie. Talked about it looks good. Kung Fu Panda 4. Talked about it looks good. If. Talked about it looks good. Inside Out 2. And this one was actually like a first look. Like it's not even a trailer. It was like the first look as it's in production kind of thing. It was for this particular show, and it does. It looks good. Pete Docter was one of the talking heads in this little clip, and he seems to have really wanted to tell this particular story. It doesn't seem like a cash grab, so I really hope it isn't. Cautiously optimistic, because Inside Out is one of the greatest animated films evs. I don't think I'm alone in that opinion. I think most people can agree that it's like, yeah. So, yeah, and that's it. And then, was there shawarma? Yeah, there is a little bit after all the credits and the Pixar logo. So stick around for it. There's a funny little at the very last second of the movie. It's very, very funny. All right, that's it. Oh, also, to make a long story short, we did get a short in front of this. It was the short that I think was supposed to. I've seen the short. It was supposed to go with its theatrical run before it went straight to Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure that it came out on Disney Plus the same day that Soul did, but it was Burrow, which is a wonderful little animated short. I liked it a lot. Reminded me a lot of Miyazaki in its style, especially Totoro, and a little bit of Frog and Toad are friends. In fact, there's a little bit of the tip of the hat to Frog and Toad are friends in the cartoon. Yeah, really cute. So anyway, but yeah, that's it. We will be back very shortly after this for a review of a totally different movie that's also, I think, pretty damn good. And that's the movie's Memory, by the way. Not the Liam Neeson one, the Jessica Chastain one. Alright, and that's coming up. And then, not tomorrow, because can I be real with you? Tomorrow I need to get some new winter clothes because I'm going to where the mountains are, because I'm going to Sundance. I'm literally getting on a plane on Tuesday to go to Utah. I'm staying with my aunt and I'm going to Sundance. So anyway, so that's coming up. And so Sunday we are not quite done. Before I leave though, Sunday we will have back to back reviews of Self-Reliance, Lift, starring Kevin Hart, and slightly early, this is a review that is literally a year in the making because it hadn't come out yet, but it is a review of a movie I saw a year ago at last year's Sundance Film Festival, Sometimes I Think About Dying, which is starring Daisy Ridley and is finally getting a limited release later this month. By Oscilloscope Laboratories. Thanks for that. Thanks for finally picking that movie up. So we will talk about that. There's still one more movie from Sundance last year that hasn't gotten a theatrical run yet, and Sony Classics owns the rights to it. Put it out already, and that would be a little prayer. So, but yeah. Anyway, so that's coming up, and we also coming down the line. We'll have reviews from Utah. I don't know what they're going to be yet. Probably I'm going to try to see American Fiction in the Zone of Interest while I'm down there because they're both going to be screening during my time there somewhere in the Salt Lake area within easy driving distance. And then also, after Sundance, either closer to when it comes out, probably I'm just going to do it from Sundance, to be perfectly honest with you, because it's close enough to the release date. I'm going to have an early review because I'm going to the Sundance showing of it, an early review, 2 months early review, of the American Society of Magical Negroes, because I'm seeing that at Sundance, and it comes out in March. So anyway, that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time, and until next time. And that's the title of the movie. That's the actual title of the movie. I have to review a movie with the word Negro in the title. It's my job. It's not that, It's the name of the movie. I'm not going to call it the American Society of Magical Bleeps. It's what it's called. Anyway, but that being said, that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all less missed. I love you 3,000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, great, I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, listen to the fun stuff, you can follow me on every social media just about, as either Raised on Popcorn or Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Some of you already have been. If you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Soul? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye. Real soon. It's going to be like right after this. All right.